they could support themselves all summer long. Okay. As clans, as individuals, you know that eagle that's supposed to be on top of the tree of peace? They say, okay, you're that eagle. Yeah. But we don't understand it. We don't see it. We don't see ourselves as being that. That eye of the eagle is always looking for possible dangers coming to our people. Okay? So you as an individual are the eye of that eagle. You're always looking for potential danger coming to our people. Right? So one of your responsibilities is when you see or hear danger approaching our people, you need to bring that back to our people. If you are of one nation, you bring it back to that nation. Usually you bring it to someone that you're going to know is going to listen and do something about it. Okay. And most of those people are Lutian. Okay. The keepers of the ceremony. Okay. You, depending on how dangerous it is, important. You would bring it to them. Okay. And if it's big enough and dangerous enough, important enough, they will call a meeting. Okay. They will bring the people together, and you will tell what the issue is. And then that clan would discuss that issue to see if it is important enough to pass to the rest. Okay? If it is, then the same process will take place to the other clans. Okay? If it's really important and everybody has a concern, then it is passed back and forth as to how are we going to resolve this? How are we going to all come to one mind? So that Ludian, okay, Ludian is sitting there, they're listening, okay? I hate to say our leaders, okay, because they're not leaders, okay? Ludian, okay? Ludian are sitting there, and they're listening to everything that's going on. And when the decision comes down, it is given to them. Okay? And if all of the clans come up with the same thing, or close to the same thing, they can live with that color. Okay? Then it's taken back to Ludiana meeting. Okay? And at that point, it comes out of the well. Okay? Because the well has formulated all of those issues and then throws it across to the other side. And they tweak it, that they say today, right? They tweak it so that there's no danger to us. It protects us. It strengthens our safety. Okay? And then they throw that back. And again, they have to look at it. As Rudiana, they have to look at that issue that came from over here. They might have changed it a little bit from when it came out of the well. When it goes back into the well, they can change it again, or they can stop it. If they think it's important enough to stop, it's up to any one of the clans that can stop it right there. Okay. But if they tweak it again and say, we thought maybe this would be a good idea, it has to go back across the whole. It has to. Okay. They look at that issue and they can either accept it, change it a little bit again, or to leave it as it is and throw it back across. If they take it that way, the way they throw it back, then they're of one mind. Okay, they've come to one mind, one understanding. Once the well is done, then they throw it to the third party, who is only listening to the whole process. And that's very important. Okay. Because that third party, the rule to that third party that is listening, at the same time they're talking about what the issue is. And suddenly one side or the other gets up, everything stops, and they listen. Because they gotta catch every word that is being said. Because once they pass whatever, it's over here now, once they start discussing it, if they want to tweak it a little bit, they have to go back to the well. They have to throw it back into the well, and then it goes through the same process again, because it's been changed a little bit again. You see? And it goes through comes back here, until it comes to that one decision, okay? That one idea that everyone can live with, okay? Comes back here, and the responsibility of the third side that's listening, they have to go through everything. That's why they gotta listen. It's important, because the people are listening to what is being said. It's going back and forth, they're repeating, okay, it came out of the well, it went over there, this is what happened, it came back over here, and they tweaked it, and they went back over there, and this is what they said, and this, it came back over here. They came to one mind. Now it came over here. We accepted it, or they changed it. If they change it, it goes right back to the same thing. See? Until all three sides have agreed to it, okay? When it's all agreed to, then it's thrown back into the well for safekeeping. They gotta record it, okay? So that's important. It just doesn't drop back into the well and disappear. It's supposed to be recorded, okay? And the people are supposed to remember that whole process that just took place, okay? So it all comes to life from your area, okay? The danger that somebody spotted, let's say it's a speeding down the road, okay? It's very dangerous on the highway. Somebody seen this kid come down the road 90 miles an hour and a 30, we need to do something about it. So you bring it up to the channels in your clan, you discuss it, and it becomes an issue. And it goes to the other clan. See what the way I did it a little while ago. That same process takes place, okay? And then things move through, okay? That's the way that I grew up, knowing that process, okay? Then it was discussed here that we should talk a little bit about the longhouse. On the dog longhouse, there's one door, okay? I don't know where that came up with, okay? I don't know, because when they're reciting the law, it says it's one longhouse, north and south, okay? What we don't want to do is the smoke coming out here all the way down through, okay? But in all the other longhouses, there's a north, there's an east and a west, okay? We're accustomed to the women coming in one side, okay, and the men coming in the other side, and the house is split most of the time, the women and the men. There's different stories as to why we do that. I'm not sure if any one of them are actually ours, but we do it anyway, okay?
Yeah.
On a dog is a little bit different. There's the way it is, the door's in the center, you come in and everybody sits on that side. And the way I see it, when I was participating in the Grand Councils, the men would sit behind the Rudiana, okay? Wherever possible, okay? So, and the process would take place on the left, where the Grand Council seating arrangements would be, okay? But that same process would take place in the Grand Council. But in this, instead of coming from the clans, that issue, it comes from the national councils. Every national council goes through that same process within their council as to what issue they're going to be bringing up to the Grand Council, okay? That in itself is a longer process. This is used for the runner to go to Arodapo, okay? Who would be in the center part, all right? So I don't know what you want to talk about to come to an understanding of. Any ideas?
Who are the Haudenosaunee?
I am. Who?
Clans.
Who are the Haudenosaunee?
Yeah,
Okay.
there's a lot of,
Yeah, there's
Misleading,
what,
misleading.
13 clans, right? Nega Gadugayeria one.
Rodino Shuri, Nagina, where can you watch the doctor to go watch you again?
Yeah. Families.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Odio de Aga. Okay. Kanyo de Aga. Sudin Doane. Sudin Doane. And Onadaga Aga.